Hello students, I hope you all are doing well at your home and trying to cope up with the present situation. Students, our today's topic is poem number 3, A Tiger in the Zoo, from your class 10th English textbook, First Flight. So let's begin with me. In this poem, a tiger is the leading character. He is in the main role here. The whole poem revolves around the life and the situation of a tiger. In this poem, the poet has depicted the plight and misery of a wild animal who is locked behind a cell, or you can call it a cage, in a zoo. This poem presents a contrast in the life of the tiger when he is imprisoned in the concrete cell, and on the other side when he is free and moves around in the wilds with full grandeur, or we can call it magnificence. Here the tiger suffers from the pain and torture as he is being separated from his natural habitat. Tigers are habitual of living in the forests, in the open wilds, but this tiger is here imprisoned inside a cage in a zoo. So he feels here chained and helpless. They are inside the cage, but he cannot react and show his anger, and that's why he has started to remain quiet and avoid the people who are visiting the zoo and who are watching this tiger staying inside the zoo. Children, here the poet has selected the theme of greediness and selfishness of we human beings. For the sake of earning money and to entertain ourselves, we civilized people, we call ourselves civilized. We civilized people, we torture animals and we pull them apart from their original surroundings, and we force them to stay with us though they are not interested, they are not willing, they are not happy, but still we imprison them in our houses, in the zoos. So this situation, this theme has been very aptly chosen by the poet here, and he has tried to justify it very beautifully in this poem. So students, now let's have a look on the line by line explanation of this poem. In his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Children, first of all, let's understand the meanings of the highlighted words. Stalks means follows, or you can call it walk. Vivid, bright colored means having the bright colors. Here the body of the tiger has bright yellow and black color lines on it. So here the poet has used this word vivid for those lines, those stripes. Pads of velvet means soft velvet like paws of the tiger, because tiger is a hunting animal, so nature has gifted him with the soft paws. The bottom of the paws of the tiger is very soft, it looks like the velvet, so that's why the poet has used this idea here, pads of velvet. He has used this metaphor here. Rage means violent, uncontrollable action. When somebody is very angry, his actions turn violent and uncontrolled. Quiet means calm, or you can call it peaceful. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage. Here who is he, students? Yes, of course, tiger. Tiger is treated as a human being. He is personified here, and the poet is using the word he for him. Generally, tiger is an animal and it must be used for him. But here the poet has used he as a pronoun for tiger. So he has personified, he has tried to present tiger's feelings as the feelings of a human being. So the poet says that the tiger walks, follows, having the bright colored strips on his body. He tries to move the very few steps from one corner of the cage to the other, because the cage limit is very small, so the tiger can only move for few steps there. And when he moves, he uses his pads of velvet. He walks very softly there without producing any sound. And in his quiet rage, when he moves, he also has quiet rage. He does not show his anger. He moves quietly without showing any angry feeling on his face, because he is helpless there. So he remains quiet, and he only moves from one point of the cage to the other. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. He means tiger. He should be lurking in shadow. Here the tiger is presented in the natural habitat, in the forest. In the previous stanza, the poet has presented the tiger inside a zoo, imprisoned in a cage. But here the poet has tried to present the situation when that tiger would be inside the forest, in his natural habitat, in his own surroundings where he feels comfortable. So at that time, what he should be doing there, that is very beautifully presented here in this stanza. The poet tells us that if the tiger would be inside the forest, he should be lurking, he should be hidden, and he should be waiting in the shady area of the forest, and there he would be sliding slowly, gradually through the long grass near a water body, near a water hole, and he would be waiting there for a fat, healthy deer to come and to attack on it and have it as its meal, its food. So this is the situation when the tiger would be in the forest. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. If that tiger would be in the forest, he would be snarling around the houses at the jungle's edge. He would be warning, producing warning sound, so that the people who would be staying on the edge of the jungle, they would get alert because of this warning sound, this snarling sound of the tiger. And when he would be snarling, at the same time he would also be showing the white fangs and his claws. The fangs are the sharp teeth of the animals, the preying animals who attack the other animals and kill. They have the sharp teeth. Those teeth are known as fangs. So this tiger, he would be showing, he would be exposing those white fangs and his sharp claws, and in this manner he would be frightening, terrifying the people living in the village areas near the jungles, near the forest. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. But again, the poet tells us that the tiger is not there in the forest. He is locked in a concrete cell, a cell made of cement. So here his strength is barred, it is controlled behind the concrete cell of that zoo. And there he is only stalking the length of the cage. He is only moving inside the length of the cage. He cannot walk freely there. So that's why he has started feeling upset, and he has started avoiding, ignoring visitors who come in the zoo and watch him there. Now children, see the last stanza. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Patrolling means guarding, looking, taking care of the people at the night time. Police makes the patrolling. So here also some guards are there who are patrolling at night, and their carts are producing some noise. So that noise is heard by the tiger, who is sleeping, or you can say who is sitting in his cage at the night time. He hears the voice of those patrolling cars, and at that time he stares, he looks towards the sky continuously without blinking his eyes, and his eyes are looking brilliant because they are magnificent, they are bright in color. So he looks towards the sky, he stares towards the sky with his brilliant eyes, and he looks at the brilliant stars that are shining in the sky. He looks towards those stars, and he thinks about his plight, his pain, his suffering that he is feeling at that time, imprisoned inside the zoo. So students, I hope you have understood the poem very well. If you have any doubts, please comment, and very soon we will meet. Till then, goodbye.